Good morning, it's MJ, and this is a journal reading for the collective using the Crow Tarot, the Wise Dog, and the Grimalkin Tarot for Monday, January 27th. And if you placed an order for the guidebook, if you pre-ordered before Saturday at noon Pacific time, your book is on the way. I placed that order for all those who pre-ordered the guidebook, and your book should be here next week. Very exciting. So I'm really excited about this. And if you're new to tarot, if you're just starting out, I wrote this book really to help those who are just trying to get the basic understanding for each card and their meaning. And I believe I wrote it in a way that's very approachable. I also give reference guides so you can just have that keyword. So when you see a card, like, oh, immediately, like the Two of Wands, it's about decisions, things like that. I tried to make it as accessible for everyone, whether you're a beginner or if you're a professional, that you'll find some little nuggets of information about the Crow Tarot specifically in this book. So I hope you enjoy it. I lay down all of the symbolism that you find for each card that's unique to the Crow Tarot, but also a lot of the symbolism I use is based on the Rider-Waite deck. So you'll find that there is some commonalities between these two decks that you can use this book, whether you're using the Crow Tarot or some other version of the Rider-Waite. So let's get started with today's reading and see what we have going on energetically speaking for today. I hope it's better than last week, right? I mean, last week was kind of, what was going on there? So let's see what we have going on. So the first card, I hear Layla over there. I don't know what's going on. She's whining. Okay, let's see. We start off with this energy of the Seven of Wands. So you may go into the office today feeling as though you're a bit on the defense. You may be looking for people who will, challenge you just so it gives you an opportunity to make your case. It may be that you're looking to poke a bear perhaps and get challengers so that you can strengthen your position. If you're in this state of mind of feeling as though you're being constantly scrutinized or challenged, you may end up creating in your mind, arguments or battles that really aren't there. It's it's part of that fear, perhaps of being on top, of feeling like, am I worthy of being in this position, right? If you start to feel any bit of success, do you start creating challengers even if they're not there, or do you magnify them? If somebody questions you about something, does that all of a sudden become a reason to get your hackles up? So the Seven of Wands here is just saying, hey, you're in this good position. If you want to lean into this feeling of being secure, of knowing that you are in a position that you earn, that you fought your way perhaps to the top, that you deserve this place, it's time to lean into that and know that if you are experiencing any challenges, it's time to rise above it. You don't need to come down here. You don't need to look for reasons to get into the trenches when you're elevated. Does that make sense, right? If you go into an office and maybe you got a promotion and there's some jealousy involved, you may try to find reasons to show, like, this is why I'm really here. I earned this place. And in doing so, you may be picking battles with people. So be aware that it's really easy to do that. And hi, Layla. Hi, sweet girl. What's going on? Did I take your couch? I'm sorry. Okay, let's get started with the Wise Dog. Did you come out for the Wise Dog? Awesome. Okay. We'll see what the dogs bring to the situation. So as a result of this 7 of Wands, we have, here, come on, up, come on, you can come up, come on, good girl. We have Death card, and so this sweet card is a reminder of who we are at the core, what we have achieved in this life, whether it be a promotion or a level of success, whether it be just your social standing. None of that really matters. What matters is who you are deep down, who you are at the bones, right? Where, what are the stories that your bones tell? And that's the reminder that you're going to find, is that regardless of what you have going on here, regardless of the challenges that you may be creating or confronting or defending or whatever it is, however it is coming to you, the goal here is to let go of that feeling, that need to defend yourself. The goal here is to allow for change to take place so that you can stand comfortably in this position, knowing that you are where you are down to your core. That everything else that's happened along the way, that's just the flesh, and that can be removed. And when it's removed, what you're left is your soul, your spirit. And so this right here, this Death card, is saying let go of this need for proving who you are, because you need to understand that you are who you are without attachments, to a label or to a status. It's about appreciating all the good and your accomplishments and where you find yourself, but not because you got there by putting down other people or stepping up over people. It's because you are who you are, and this is your destiny. Does that make sense? I hope this makes sense, because to me, it's like it's the message that's coming through is just one of owning your position. When you can release this desire to maintain this position, where you feel like you've got to hold it, that's when you're actually going to own it. You get what I'm saying? Maybe I'm not. Sometimes I feel like I don't make myself very clear. So I'm going to try this again. It's like you are in this place. You're in this wonderful place. You achieved this level of success, but you've got to let go of that attachment to that success so that you can fully realize why you're there and how much further you can go. And so that's where I get here with this Death card, is that yes, you've made it to this top. Yes, you're finding success. All of that is wonderful, but that's not what's so important. It's letting go of a need to show other people or to defend where you are. It's about getting into this place of being comfortable where you are and knowing that this is just a mere stepping stone. And proving yourself to others or feeling defensive isn't going to help elevate you at this point. It's only going to keep you on a plateau. And so that's what we have here with my dear sweet Charlie, who passed away a couple years ago. And you can see there's a little butterfly on his nose. And that butterfly is a symbol of change and growth and allowing the parts of you that really don't matter. They're the experiences, but they're not necessarily who you are when you came into this world, you know? So let's see here. They're not your soul. We're all changed by experience. Sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse. And so this is about letting go of those times that perhaps didn't fulfill you. And here we have the cats bring us strength. And so this is where you find your grace. This is where you stand up and you can stare anything or any situation in the eye, knowing that you are confident with who you are, that you're confident with your spirit, that you walk in this space that is almost angelic. And so here we have, again, you know, this time of perhaps releasing any attachments to a title or a role, and just walking in a state of peace and harmony, and knowing that wherever you go from this place, you're going to go up. I mean, that's all there is to it. But you have to let go of, like, I feel like these crows are keeping you locked down. You know, they're keeping you in the now. They're keeping you in a state of almost like anxiety. Like, I've got to battle this now. I've got to take care of that now. And they're not letting you focus your energy, your creative mind in other areas that will be more beneficial. So with this death card here, to me, it's saying, let go of this need, this attachment to prove yourself. Let go of this need or this attachment to compare your position with others. Because all it's doing is it's keeping you in this same place. It's not allowing you to grow, because you're just so focused on defending past actions or your ideas, or just anything where you just feel like, you know, you've got to defend yourself. And so the call here is let go of it, because as soon as you do, that change is going to happen. And it's like the door is going to open. Use your strength. Use that personal grace of yours. Use that ability to connect with people in a way where you show them your power without needing to dominate. You know what I mean? There's no reason to ever have to dominate. You can walk in this world with grace and be the most powerful person in the world without ever having to challenge another person. You know what I mean? So this is a time of feeling at peace with who you are, comfortable in your position, letting go of this attachment or this desire, this feeding, you know, that we as humans, our ego has, to constantly compare ourselves and battle other people to get on top. You're already in a position of being on top. But you've got to let go of this need to battle and walk in grace. So I hope this reading makes sense. Holy guacamole. I will see you tomorrow, and bye for now. Peace.